Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time we came back here, had an interesting telepathic conversation between ourselves, Ragslin, and the dead Mind Flayer. And now we just have a littering of corpses around us, full of gold and scrolls and arrows and all kinds of treats for us. So we're going to pick through the most basic of the stuff that we can find here. And his throne has only 6 hit points left. It would be a shame if we decided to sit in it instead. Oh yeah, that's what you like, isn't it? I'm not getting any kind of extra blessings from that, just our regular stuff. But what if we smash the chair? Does anything interesting happen? They dropped a shield, but it seems to just be part of the scenery. Alright, well, the two things that I really do want to see are A, the big supply of equipment out the back, and B, what's on Ragslin's corpse. So, who has inventory space? Lae'zel still. Okay. Then, Lae'zel, you get to make the walk down here. Everyone else gets to take the walk back there. Particularly Astarion may need to do a little bit of lock pickery trickery. Yeah, we have not recovered the key, but that's no problem for a thief such as Astarion. We will take a guidance because it's called for. And there's your nat 20. I didn't realise the AC on that was 25. We still would have made it even if we didn't get the natural success on a 20. Which technically shouldn't happen on a skill check, but that's how it is for the moment. Amulet of Saloon's Chosen. We get the Saloon's Dream Evocation cantrip option. Interesting. Helmet of Grit. When the player has 50% or fewer hit points, they have an additional bonus action. Dexterity saving throws +1. Circlet of Fire. When you deal fire with a non-cantrip spell, gain a bonus action. Well, that's no good for us because we can't cast damage-dealing spells. It doesn't lend itself to our role-playing of this particular campaign. But interesting to see the new magic items nonetheless. I think that's most of what's going on here. There's like regular chests and stuff, but I'm going to guess that most of these baskets are just empty. So Astarion, I don't think, is wearing a helmet. So, dexterity saving throws, when 50% hit points or less, gain an additional bonus action. So that will be 3 bonus actions for Astarion when he has half of his HP left, which means even more offhand melee strikes, or bites, or ink blots.
Shall we?
Are we stood in acid down here? Are we in combat? Oh, jeez. Okay. Lae'zel is having a bad time. Alright, we're going to start off with a little potion. And a really big slash over here. 14 damage, so close. Alright, well they killed their friend. And then we are going to... No, not a ranged attack. Thank you very much. Hope this does 15 damage. We missed. They hit us with a club for 2 damage. That's not so bad. There is the 15 damage we needed. I guess I shouldn't take it for granted that you can just wander around wherever you want to be in a place like this. But hey, we survived. We'll try and get after a long rest sometime sooner or later. It's been quite the adventure we've been on. Mind Flayer, just a skull inside. We've got a Scroll of Speak with Dead, makes sense for the scene we saw last time. The Key, Bloodstone, and the Faithbreaker. Rare martial versatile weapon. 1d8 plus 1 bludgeoning, 1d10 plus 1 bludgeoning two-handed. Absolute power action. So what does that do? Absolute power. A surge of divine energy accompanies your swing. It deals an additional 1d6 force damage and possibly pushes the target back 17 feet. Now, as standard, I don't use these extra actions because things like pin down aren't extra actions that you get as a player in 5th edition. They're just like not part of the standard rule set, so I don't use them. But in cases like this, where they offer a unique and kind of working within the narrative thing, I think I'm very happy to use that, especially because for some reason it's doing 1d10 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1d6. Which seems like a lot. I think the 4 might be the average of 1d6 force damage, but we'll hold on to our Sword of Justice and we'll take Faithbreaker for now. I don't know if it's going to cause us any issues that we're not marked with the brand of the Absolute, but we'll see how that progresses. Warrior Hulk, we've got another bomb. Might need to use those bombs now that we've been spending the gravity orb things that we have a little bit more. Anything in the spider's stomachs? Nope. And I thought there was one more. Warrior Huck. Nope, just a great axe, don't need that. Alright, Lae'zel can go around and rejoin the rest of the party. There is, I think, yeah, there's a cave mouth over here. Last time I played, that didn't lead anywhere specific. And we're going to have to get through this animation of being stuck. But given that this is patch 5 and things may have changed, I'm definitely going to re-poke around various locations. But we really do need a long rest first. And our options are not great on that front. I think most everything around these parts has been killed. Let's get the rest of the party joining along over here. But if we can get into this side passage just over there, there's a chamber and a puzzle and then an opportunity to long rest down here in the caverns. Shadowheart, do you have a spell slot left? You absolutely do. We will take a prayer of healing for the party. I think we're out of superiority die. We have one left on Frobo.
Things feel different.
So let's see how things go trying to get into this hidden space back here. We're going to need to get through this ornate door, but I think we should have the key for that now. Yes. And I don't know if there's going to be anything here for us. Candles, bowls, the like. Not stuff that I think we should need. Empty crates. And then another locked door.
See here.
Which we have a key for as well. Now, Palmer here does not appear red as if they were a foe. So, we might be able to just waltz by, which is a dangerous proposition when getting that wrong could spell death for the party. But we're just going to waltz on by.
This way.
Oh, how did you get in here? Out now. We'll be on our way. Okay, it pushed us back away from this square. So it looks like we're going to have to fight to get by. However, if we just take Lae'zel very quickly.
Step lightly.
Excuse you, thank you. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
On my way.
If you guys could just not get into a fight for a few moments. No, we wanted Lae'zel. It's fine, they can stand on the other side of the door. What I would like Lae'zel to do is just make a slight detour back round here. Because while not practical for a lot of instances with the heavy weight, because it's right so close, I will pick up smoke powder, firewine, or... No, those are the two choices. Let's go with a smoke powder barrel. Interesting route to go pick that up. And we'll bring that back to the party behind our little secret set of doors. And then perhaps we will have a strategic explosion downstairs to help deal with the predicament we're in. So let's get the rest of the party through the door as well. Now, we want to do this fairly carefully. There is a ladder here. And there is a lit torch there. And some candles here. So with lit candles, we can take Astarion and have him ready to dip his bow and arrow, or his crossbow, in the candles. And Lae'zel, I would like Shadowheart to offer you a blessing of the trickster. Oh, excuse you.
With every breath, a purpose.
I know your stealth is not going to be very good, particularly in your disadvantage giving armor. But if they will just turn around. We'll hop on up here. Go inventory. Drop. And then... we can't throw it down. Can we push it? We can, not to really the location I want it to be.
In Flackett's eyes only.
Although if we can get it in that direction... No. Alright, you know what? Let's do this slightly differently then.
Watch the shadows.
And that didn't even set off the initiative. There you go. Right, Lae'zel is last in the order, so she can't push the barrel down just yet. But everybody else should be able to do just enough between us to handle this situation. Shadowheart, you want to get in on the archery here? It's easy when the target is so large. How low is their AC? 14 natural armor, I guess. Or like maybe some light leather armor. So, we are going to push this down there. And that was entirely not what we wanted to happen, but hey. We'll get back down the ladder and hide. Of course, the ogre was surprised. So now they've lost their surprise condition, but we've had one round of free actions, which is lovely. There's our first miss. Starion just hops over here quietly. Bonus action hide. Sneak attack. Shadowheart. Follow up. Another miss. Right, they're going to take their first turn. Hopefully they don't kill anyone immediately. Oh yeah, no, that's not going to go well for them, is it?
Taking position.
How about our new absolute power? We're not close enough for that, apparently. What a shame. Right, well, we're just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Or not at all. One shot. Two shot. There you go. We'll get it done between us. We'll get it done between us. Yeah, that looked uncomfortable. Fortunately now, we can do one of these. Oh, come on, game. That's no fun. Alright, well, that problem is resolved. Now we really need that long rest. Another supply pack. There's a bunch of scrolls and stuff around, but a lot of them are damage dealing stuff, and I don't think we need to be that
An efficient path.
that particular about grabbing every last individual thing. A padlock key.
My eyes are
Cash.
heavy. Best to make camp.
And the priestess's journal. Then, if between us we carry on downstairs,
Objective noted.
unless something drastic has changed, this space shouldn't have any more combat in it, but hey, you never know. And instead, there is the first real proper puzzle in the game, where you have to move these rotating discs.
Some manner of device. But to what end?
What's that?
But rather than faffing with the puzzle, if you feel lazy like me, you can bring your rogue over here, and as long as you've perceived this thing,
Should be easy.
DC 14 with guidance. There you go. That unlocks the back wall here. Now, you can do this and still do the puzzle and get a few extra experience points.
Over there.
But if we climb down to this ladder and move downwards, we will make our first foray into the Underdark. Now, there's lots to do around these parts, and I'm not sure that we're going to be doing it right now. But for pressing on in our adventures, we are able to find an ancient rune circle. And by my rules, if we find an ancient rune circle, that means that we can take a long rest, so we can go to camp and end the day. And what a day of adventuring it was. And here we are. This is the first time we've seen this in my latest Patch 5 campaign. But when you camp in different locations, you can end up in literally different camps. So you'll see us here in the Underdark.
What path lies before me?
Surrounded by torches and mushrooms and all kinds of strange fauna and flora. But ultimately it's just a different geographical location for us to take our long rest in. Because there's still the beds around. There's a traveller's chest here, which I assume is the one that you would use if you use the send to camp function. But what we don't have here, you might have noticed... Oh, we do have Withers, the old skeleton dude. But we don't have the crate that I had been keeping all of our extra food in. And that's important because that's why we've been holding on to extra supply packs. Now, we did just find a couple of these recently. We split that stack. But if we hadn't, I'm glad that we kept a couple of them on our person just so that we are able to full rest here outside of what would typically be our regular resting spot. Are we going to get any kind of conversation?
You're always a pleasure to watch. Every day you become stronger. Every night you grow. But you deserve even more. Her fingers flex against her thigh, coiled with tension, longing. Let me help you.
Is it just me? Or is it a bit like when you play things like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and they had big head mode on? Help me.
I knew you were the right choice. Let me show you what's to come. Your enemies will fall. The world will bow. You'll have everything you could ever desire. Just let me in.
Well, that was intimate. So we've lost the protecting against the absolute condition that we gained previously. And Shadowheart has something to say.
It happened to you again, didn't it? Another dream.
My dream was very personal. I'm not sure I want to share.
Don't be coy, it's already shared. You killed and conquered, then bedded your paramour. I still feel the warmth of his touch. And the screams of those I slaughtered for him. Did you want it? What you saw?
It was just a dream. It doesn't matter whether I wanted it or not.
Assuming it is just a dream, I wanted it. All of it. And I think you feel the same.
I couldn't help but eavesdrop on you. It seems we've all had interesting dreams. Since we started using our condition to influence others, I've been hearing things at night. And now these dreams. They have to be connected.
Perhaps it's time we stopped indulging in the more useful aspects of these parasites.
I said they were connected. I didn't say we should stop. Let's not throw away that power over some dreams.
They've been useful. It would be foolish to ignore that
You
advantage.
can put your own sanity at risk then. I want an end to these dreams.
And then here we are back at the Selenite Outpost. Now, next time, I don't know if we will adventure down into the many mysteries of the Underdark, or whether we'll go back up to the surface and move north, because in my previous main Let's Play, where we played a druid in in patch 4, we had issues with being wild-shaped when meeting some quest givers, and that broke some quests, so maybe we'll go north and see about those. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.